Let's move on to the second campaign by Ogilvy. Your opening thoughts on Ogilvy?
I was a bit underwhelmed. I'll say I like the tagline "Numbers don't lie" in Western India, but I thought that though they had an interesting concept of getting, I guess, fake foreign CEOs or foreign CEOs to talk about India, the stereotypes were so preposterous that you knew they couldn't be taken seriously, and therefore demolishing them could not be taken seriously. I don't know. I mean, I got what they were trying to do, and I don't think they pulled it off. I mean, having somebody saying you can't sell cars because every family has a bullock cart, I mean, it's not serious. And then, you know, showing the headlines X% growth doesn't in itself, I think, do much. They could have worked, I think, something different with the concept that numbers are working well. I've often felt that, you know, here we're growing at 5.9%, Brazil grew at 0.8%, and people are saying India is the first crumbling brick. It's simply unfair. But we aren't doing as badly, just on the basis of numbers, as people are implying we are. Something could have been done with that. I'm not sure this is it.
Okay, fair enough. Shekhar?
Actually, I like the idea a lot.
Okay.
I like the idea because basically what's asking you to do is go beyond perception. Because in a world of huge kind of information being pummeled at you all the time, even the greatest investor, the largest investor sometimes, falls into the trap of global perception or media perception. And I liked the idea because it was saying, go beyond immediate perception. That's good. It's asking you to question, is the current perception prejudice or reality? That's really what it's saying. But it's not well done. It's really not well done.
So you're saying it fell short in execution?
Yeah, if I was sitting there, I would have said, go back, take this idea, give me something much better executed, much more believably executed.
Right.
But it's an interesting way to attack the problem.
I think the idea was funny, it was creative, but that irony doesn't come through. When you actually see those fake CEOs, you don't get to know anything. You don't know that they are, I mean, you know they are lying, but in that little segment, you don't get a sense. They are in fact reinforcing that stereotype. If I come midway in that campaign, I'd be completely confused as to what is really happening. Why are they talking like this? Firstly, they don't look believable at all. Secondly, they don't look like they are having a great time here, but they are trying to stop other competitors from coming in. So I think, again, the idea was quite creative, and humor always can grab you. But it was almost like they were wanting to do some kind of a black humor, but the execution was, I don't know, very, very flat, and somehow didn't bring out what they really wanted to.
I'd like to say this very clearly once more, and I'm sure Shashi will agree with me. You know, the internet cannot be an excuse for bad execution. I know that they said it's going to be a viral campaign, but the assumption that the internet can accept not well done execution is wrong.
That's a common problem.
Yeah.
I think everybody faces. I mean, clients believe that if it's on the internet, it doesn't have to be high production.
No, it's not true.
They all like the idea, but somehow they think the execution left a lot to be desired.
You know, to my mind, you know, from an investor's viewpoint, there's nothing better than word of mouth, and there's nothing better than talking about success stories, and especially from those who've succeeded in India. But this particular campaign from Ogilvy was totally missing in terms of creativity. I mean, there was very poor execution, but I expected far more additional amounts of creativity, which, after all, you're trying to do a campaign for an international audience. You're trying to do it for the CEOs of the world, and you're trying to attract them to invest in India. And they are some of the most sophisticated segments of the market, and therefore this campaign fails very poorly in terms of creativity.
To watch more, subscribe to youtube.com/ETNowLite.